suddenly this is going to start to make a little bit more sense. So, arrows, this is our rhythm, okay? And you can see the down arrows represent when I physically go down with my strumming hand. And the up arrows represent when I come up with my strumming hand. So if you see someone playing the guitar and singing and playing a song, you'll notice that that right hand is constantly moving down and up. That's what this represents. So across my bar of 4, I'm doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up with my right hand, okay? And as it stands at the moment, what we can just get out of that is that without even actually physically hitting the guitar, we're going to get used to the fact that across my bar of 4, my right hand is constantly moving. So just have that there for a second. Let's just put that down for 1 second. Pick up the guitar again. And what that means is that I'm going to be going simply like this with my right hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So it's air guitar at this point. It's all ghost notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're not hitting anything. It's just simply the movement of my right hand, okay? So one of the first things I want you guys to do is just simply that. Pick up the guitar and just try and go like this. Count out loud like I'm doing. 1
and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
And again.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
And just keep doing that.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Down. I think we'll go to 60 for the purpose of this demonstration. We'll put that beat back on. Oh, this one. So, if you remember, we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I want to count 1 and 2 and like that. Okay. So that my right hand matches up like this. 1
and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3
and 4.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Into that in some more detail, we're going to need it even slower. So that's our first step, is understanding that across this bar of 4, we divide it into 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's what your right hand is always doing, okay? That no matter how advanced you get on the guitar, if your right hand is just constantly doing that, you know, see that right hand, it never stops moving. As fast as it gets, it still continues to move. So we're developing that at this stage. You learn it well once and everything will unlock for you going forward. Okay, so it's a massive, massive thing. So there's the right hand movement. And now what we're going to be doing is actually adding in the strums. So let's put that down, okay? So if you want to just be kind of practicing that movement of down, up, try and actually say out loud 1
and 2 and 3 and 4.
And that helps you
1
actually.
and 2 and 3 and
1
4.
and 2
and 3 and 4 and
as you do it. Now what we're going to start to do is we're going to start to assign specific arrows to what we actually hit on the guitar. So I'm going to use the green to do that, okay? So we're going to say that we're going to hit the first beat and the second beat, okay? So hopefully you guys will be able to see this. I'm going to try and make it as clear as I can. But we are now where we've got the green arrows or red arrows or whatever highlighted arrows, so in this case the 1 and 2, that's where we're going to be actually hitting the strings, okay? So it's going to sound bring, bring, 3 and 4, and bring, bring, 3 and 4, and bring, bring, 3 and 4, and like that, okay? So just bear that in mind, okay? So let's put that back down. So with that, okay, thinking on the 1 and the 2. As I say 1 and 2, and I'm going to put my E minor chord on here, I'm going to actually hit those strings. Apart from that, I just keep that right hand moving. So it'll be like this. I'll count myself in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 So I'm going to put that beat back on. It's a bit slower now. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 Excellent. So, how are you finding that? Let's come back to our chord chart and add even more to that. So
My hands are sweating.
And now what I'm going to bring in is one more
Mom's
arrow. We're
spaghetti.
going to aim to work with a full rhythm pattern here, but you can start seeing this is a rhythm pattern. You know, that could be a part of the song. Bring, bring. It's a simple one, but it could be what you need. So that's a rhythm pattern. We're going to advance it a little bit. We're going to try and do this now. So notice that I've got the 2 and, so this and is now highlighted as well. So that one I'm now going to hit as well. Okay, so I'm going to go down, down, up. Bring, bring, bring. Okay. Now this is where it gets a little harder because it's going to be very, very tempting to want to do this one as a down. You're going to almost feel like you want to break that movement. But what you need to remember here is that by learning it so that you've already done all the beats by air strumming, that movement doesn't need to change. All you need to do is just make contact with the strings very naturally. We're just flowing with it. Okay, so we're now going to do 1, 2, and in terms of where we physically hit the strings. All right, so let's practice this one. This is where it gets a little bit harder. So it'll be very interesting to see how you guys get on. So E minor, let's do it nice and slowly first. So I'll count myself in. Always good just to get that right arm moving so you get used to that movement. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 I'm not changing that movement. If you just look at my right hand with the camera muted, it just looks like I'm doing exactly the same thing I've been doing all the way through this whole thing. But of course, now I'm actually just making contact with that 2 and. Okay? So try and keep it as loose as possible. Okay? Something like I was saying that a lot of students do when they first try this is like this. 1, 2, and they force that downstroke, extra downstroke to try and get the sound. But remember, as soon as you feel like you've broken this movement, then you've probably done it wrong. So we just want to keep this movement nice and flowing. You can do it in front of a mirror just so you can see that that is continuously going. And we try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Do that with the drum beat a couple of times round. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4.
So please, go ahead and tracks there. The 50 BPM is ideal. I would starting. It's not too slow that it's really unnatural, but it's slow enough to kind of be thinking about it whilst you're doing it. And now this is the final kind of strumming pattern that we're going to be learning now. Okay, so I'm just highlighting one more. Okay, so we're highlighting the 4 as well. So let's just have a little look at that. 1, 2, and 4. So now we've got the 4 highlighted as well. So the strumming pattern now will sound something like bring, 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 like that. Okay. So you've got now. This is the full pattern that we're going to be learning. This is what I want you to learn. This pattern. But it's so important to go through the process of getting to this pattern. We've actually kind of learned, 3 different rhythm patterns there. One with just 1, then 2, then 3, and then now we're doing the 4th one. So we've got a lot going on here. So don't worry if this is all still feeling really funky. It'll take a bit of time, but this is the pattern we're now going to learn. Okay, so let's have that. And I recommend heading over to the website, because having that pattern up in front of you on the screen really helps kind of your mind kind of get onto that, essentially. So you can see it, and you're kind of counting it along, and you can see the visual arrows on the website. It'll be a red arrow rather than a green one. The red just doesn't show up very well on the blackboard for whatever reason. So this will sound like this. So I'm going to put that E minor chord back on and go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so again, let's get those basic rules right. The right hand is always moving. It's counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you're trying to count that and move that. That's hard. Okay, so that's your first step. Then as that gets a little bit easier, perhaps doing it with a drum beat makes it a bit easier.
Armor of God.
And then trying to catch the 1,
Welcome.
2 and 3 and 4. Those are the beats that you're actually hitting. So pick up the guitar now if you haven't already, and let's do it together with this drum beat a few times round. Okay, and then I'll give you your exercise to practice. So here's the beat. Let's just start by getting that right hand in time with the beat. 1, 2, 3. You see, that's just nice and in time now. Down, 2, 3, 4. Then we can start 1 and 2
and 3 and 4.
and get the chord up. 2. We're going to start this 3 and 4 and
2 and 3 and 4. 1, 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 2 and 4.
that's what
1, 2 and 4.
Now, some of you might prefer to say something like this in your head. 3, 4, like this. Down, down, up, down,
Down, down, up, down, down, up,
down. Which you're more than welcome to do, as long as that right hand is moving. That's no good if you start going like this. Down, down, up, down. If that hand stops in between that 2 and the
down, up.
So the reason I like the countdown, it reminds you of this early stage.
Down, down, up.
And it's so down,
Down,
it just means that you're able to decipher and work out any rhythm pattern because you've learnt it this way. Once you get it into the song, it'll start feeling much more flowing, much more natural. You don't have try to use it on both chords. So you're going to do 2 bars or even 4 bars. This is kind of up to you. So I'm going to say, for now, for demonstration, I'm going to do 2 bars of E minor and 2 bars of C major 7. Okay. So that means I'm going to count 4 twice on the E minor, and then I'm going to change that C major 7. Okay. So hopefully all that work that you've been putting in changing the chords now means that that's a little bit easier. And now we're adding a massive new part to that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate it for you a couple of times around, and that will be your task, your aim. Okay, so here's that drum beat again. So I'm going to get my hand moving. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 Now, if you start getting to a position where this happens, something like this, so you're just about keeping up with it, and then you, oh, not that chord, oh, I missed the chords. Just get the hand moving. 1, turn back in 2, 3, 4, 1. Get yourself back in it gradually, okay? So don't rush it, okay? There's going to be there's a lot going on here. So, you kind of start to split that brain into 2, which is a big part of learning the guitar. Your left hand's doing something and your right hand's doing something now, okay? Because we've put a fair bit of work into the left hand so far, we're now starting to let that do its thing. So you don't need to overthink that. You just need to be thinking, right, I'm just going E minor and C major. I'm just moving. The same practice I've been doing, okay? You have to try and leave that E minor so that you play that 4th beat. As soon as you play that 4th beat, get yourself over that C major 7 as quick as you can, okay? Now, obviously, if you miss that first one, don't worry about it. Just keep that arm moving and come back in the next bar, okay? So here's an example. 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and I missed it and 3. That right hand's still moving now. I'm coming in now. 1 and 2 and 3 and back to the E minor, and maybe you can get that one. Okay, so it's going to be a massive trial and error process. So you might want to do it a couple of times around without the drum beat, then put the drum beat on and try and do it. Remember, every time you put that beat on, it makes it easier to kind of force that right hand into a rhythm. It also makes it better in terms of practicing the speed of your change, because you put that little bit of pressure on yourself, but in a fun way, of course, in like an enjoyable musical way. So there we have it, okay? That's your task, okay? And it will take a bit of time. Don't worry, we're going to be developing this a lot more. I'm not expecting it to be perfect by tomorrow. But now, whenever you're doing your movement between the E minor and the C major 7, I want you to try and bring in that strumming. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. That's it for today. Please do head on over to the next lesson when you're ready, which you can find here, or you can start from the beginning of the playlist right here on YouTube over here. Scroll. Hey guys, that's today.
Oh, yeah. Shit. 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 She. Who has joined? No. Okay. Okay, so let's try that.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here again with Marty Music. Thank you so much for supporting me here at my new thing. I really appreciate you
I'm
supporting
connected
the
to the
channel.
Wi-Fi.
And also, you can
Right?
request different
Yeah.
lessons that you want. And what I'm going to give you guys
What do you
today
mean
is
lost
Friday
connection?
is when this is being released. So I always do some kind of technique lesson on Friday. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the 5 most common and easy beginner strumming pattern for you guys that are starting off. Break it down nice. It'll give us a nice feeling of rhythm. And sometimes, especially when you're a beginner, sometimes you want to focus, because we got both hands going when we play the guitar. Sometimes you're a little preoccupied with the shapes, and because of that, it's not good. So what we want to do now is just focus on a strumming hand, and you're going to strum right along with me. So here's the first pattern, and I'm going to leave a link at the end of this video for my easy acoustic
Let's learn some
songs
pattern.
playlist. They're just free YouTube videos. I'm going to leave a link for that at the end of this video so you can check out different songs. So here's pattern number 1. It goes like this. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down.
Down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down.
So hopefully you're starting to get into the rhythm right with me. So practice that, even if it's 5 minutes a day. You'll be looking good, I promise. Now what we want to do is we want to just take 2 of the most common beginner chords and use that pattern now. But we're really focused on feeling the rhythm and having the rhythm become more and more natural. So we really want to focus on this thing, not this thing. So I'm going to take an E minor chord, and then an A major chord. And we're going to do 2 patterns for chord. So for the E minor would be down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And then an A thing, not this thing. So I'm going to take an E minor chord, and then an A major chord. And we're going to do 2 patterns for each chord. So for the E minor would be down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And then the same thing for the A chord. Switch it. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And then back. So try and play along with me. And if you start to lose your rhythm with me, forget about the chords and just go right back to your right hand strumming. That's what we're focusing on, is getting our natural feel of rhythm going and this can get in the way. But so let's put it together. So remember, E minor for 2 patterns, and then A for 2 patterns. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go.
E minor.
I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, that's just a good little start for you guys. Be sure to check Marty
Down,
Music because there are 4
down,
other really
down,
common
up,
strumming
down.
patterns right for the beginner. And right at the end here, I'm about to finish, but right at the end, you'll see a little end play, and there'll be a link. Click right in the center of that video, and it'll take you to the Easy Acoustic Songs playlist. But also, look, I released 4 other strum patterns at the same time as this video, so check those out as well. And also, it's great to share these videos with other beginners. These are great stepping stones to get more fluent as a beginner. It's really about that rhythm and the rhythm feeling natural. So thanks again for subscribing right here to Marty Music. Tons of brand new videos coming your way. And thanks again. Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here again with Marty Music. Thank you so much for supporting me here at my new thing. I really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. And also, you can request different lessons if you want. And what I'm going to give you guys today, it's a Friday, is when this is being released. So I always do some kind of technique lesson on Friday. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the 5 most common and easy beginner strumming patterns for you guys that are starting off. Break it down nice. It'll give us a nice feeling of rhythm. And sometimes, especially when you're a beginner, sometimes you want to focus, because we got both hands going when we play the guitar. Sometimes you're a little preoccupied with the shapes, and because of that, your rhythm's not good. So what we want to do now is just focus on our strumming hand, and you come right along with me. So here's the first pattern, and I'm going to leave a link at the end of this video for my Easy Acoustic Songs playlist. They're just free YouTube videos. I'm going to leave a link for that at the end of this video so you can check out different songs. So here's pattern number 1. Looks like this. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down,
Down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down.
today would be looking
Na
at
lingi
that
yo.
compass. Is we want
Batoto
to
bang
just
ba
take
ba
two of the
ba
most common
bangai.
beginner patterns and use that pattern now. But we're really focused on feeling the rhythm and having the rhythm become more and more natural. So we really want to focus on this thing, not this thing. So I'm going to take
My hands are
a
sweating.
minor chord, and then an A major chord, and we're going to do 2 patterns for each chord. So for the E minor would be down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And then the same thing for the A chord. Switch it.
Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down.
And then back. So try and play along with me. And if you start to lose your rhythm with me, forget about the chords and just go right back to your right hand strumming. That's what we're focusing on, is getting our natural feel of rhythm going. And this can get in the
Mr.
way.
Crushy.
So let's put it together. So remember,
Sasa.
E minor for 2 patterns, and then A for 2 patterns. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go.
Down, 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 down,
Right at the end here.
Yes.
Right at the end, you see a little template, and there'll be a link. Click right in the center of that video, and it'll take you to the Easy Acoustic Songs playlist.
Let me tell you
But
something.
also
Let me
has
tell you
4
something.
other strum patterns at the same
I
time.
am going
Video,
live on
check those
YouTube.
out
I'm
as
currently
well. And
live on
also,
YouTube.
it's great to
Can you
share
guess
these
how many
videos
viewers
with
I have
other
on
beginners.
YouTube?
These are
Just
great
guess.
stepping stones to
Wild
get
guess.
more fluent as a beginner.
Wild
Really about
guess.
that rhythm and
A lot of
rhythm feeling
viewers.
natural. So thanks again for subscribing.
I have
Marty Music. Tons of brand new videos coming your way.
0
And thanks again.
viewers.
We'll see you in the next drumming pattern.
Down. So it was down, 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 Yes. So today's progress, I've learned how to strum in a pattern, with a pattern. Sorry. So that was good. Progress day 4. Now let me try to learn another strumming pattern. My 0 YouTube viewers.
If you only get one of these strum patterns down, that is the one to do.
Down, 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 up, down, 1.
Hey guys,
Down,
Matt from
down, down,
SimpleGuitar.com
up, down,
here,
up. Brad Linton.
Thank you for coming back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about strum patterns in 3/4 time. Now 3/4 time isn't as common in today's modern music, but if you are just used to playing 4/4 and doing the strum patterns for 4 beats.
My internet is playing games with me.
If that's the group.
Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up.
If you only get one of these strum patterns
No,
down,
thanks.
that is the one to do. It's the best one in 3/4 time. Hey guys, Brad from SimpleGuitar.com here, and thank you for coming back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about strum patterns in 3/4 time. Now 3/4 time isn't as common in today's modern music, but if you are just used to playing 4/4 and doing the strum patterns for 4 beats per measure, right? If that's the groove that you're in, you got to be careful because grooves can quickly turn
Remy has
into
joined me.
ruts. And so if you feel like you are stuck
Thank
with
you,
the same
Remy,
strum patterns
for
and
sticking by
everything sounds the same, playing 3/4 is going to
all
help you
through.
out a lot. So let's go ahead and dive in and go over how to do this. Now, just like when we were talking about strum patterns in 4/4 time,
Wow, I have
most
one
people start
viewer.
with the most basic, easiest thing. And in 4/4 time, that's doing
Welcome,
half
my
notes
one
and full
viewer.
notes, right? In 3/4 time, that's doing a dotted
Wapi makofi ya one viewer.
half note. Well, when you take any kind of note, a whole
Yeah,
note, half
I'm a
note,
help.
quarter note, eighth note, whatever it is, and you put a dot after it like this, that means you're going to have the value of that note that's normal. So, for example, a half note is normally 2 beats, and then you're going to add half of that value again. So a dotted half note is worth 2 beats plus 1/2 of its value, which is 1 more beat. So a dotted half note is worth 3 beats. So strum pattern number 1 for 3/4 time is simply playing a dotted half note and counting the beat 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's do this with the same chord progression that we did before: G, D, E minor, and C. And that will sound like this in 3/4 time with a dotted half note for strum pattern number 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, Now, why are we doing such a basic strum pattern? Well, because the most important
1,
thing
2,
is
3.
your timing and getting that chord changed and played on beat number 1 of the next measure. That is the most important thing to do. And doing that with the longest note possible is going to make that a lot easier. So this is another one that a lot of people, when playing 3/4, will skip. They won't do a dotted half note, which takes up your full measure, right? So you can practice doing that with other songs that are in 3/4. You can do it with that chord progression. You can use other chord progressions, but doing that and getting used to playing a dotted half note chord is going to make your timing a lot better. Now let's go ahead and move on to strum pattern number 2. Strum pattern number 2 is also really easy. This is where most people start. And what it is just quarter notes. So we're just going to be playing quarter notes: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's it. All downstrokes, piece of cake. So with our chord progression of G, D, E minor, C, that's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. pretty straightforward. I know I'm doing it kind of
Not
fast
easy
with
at
it, so
all.
you can always do it slower, get more used to it. The biggest thing is getting used to getting that chord change on time. And so you want to make sure that you slow down enough that you can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Get your change on 1 without having to stop to do the change. Now, strum pattern number 3, what we're going to do is we're going to start adding upstrokes in between the beats. So what we're going to do is we're going to add an upstroke on the end of beat 2. So that is going to go 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. It's going to be the rhythm 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1. And so that is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 1, 2, and 1, pretty easy, right? So
Pretty
we're just
easy,
making sure
nope.
that on the end of 2, between B2, B3, you're doing an upstroke. Just remember, don't hit all the strings on your upstroke. If you are liking this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. And also, I have a gift for you for subscribing and watching the video today. You can go to simpleguitar.com/top10, and there you can pick up my free guide, the top 10 things to learn on guitar first. So go get that guide at simpleguitar.com/top10 as my way of saying thank you for watching the video, for subscribing, hitting the like button, doing all that fun stuff. I appreciate you. You are awesome. Thank you. Now let's dive into my favorite strum pattern for 3/4. This one is the best one. It's the one I use the most. And also it is secretly the best strum pattern to use for 6/8, 9/8, or 12/8 time. We'll talk about that in a minute though. So strum pattern number 4 in 3/4 time is my favorite one. What we're going to do is we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 and. So we're playing a downstroke on 1, 2, and 3. We have an upstroke on the end of 2 and an upstroke on the end of 3. And so that gives us 1, 2, and 3 and 1, 2, and 3 and down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So in this case, in 3/4 time, we are playing a quarter note on beat 1, and then 2/8 notes on beat 2 and 2/8 notes on beat 3. But if we were in 6/8 time or 9/8 time or 12/8 time, this same strum pattern of going down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. This same strum pattern that we're doing in 3/4 time, if we're in 6/8, 9/8, or 12/8, this gets used all the time, and it's the most common thing to do in those times. But to make it sound good, what you do is you accent beat number 1. So you hit 1 hard, and then you hit your 2 and 3 and just on your higher strings. You've Got to Hide Your Love Away
Terrible.
by the Beatles, and it goes like this. That song is in 12/8, but it's the same strum pattern that we're doing here in 3/4. It's just a little bit faster. So this strum pattern, down, down, up, 1, 2, and 3 and is gonna sound like this with our chord progression. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3 and 1.
Nope. That is too hard for me, or rather too advanced for me. I'd rather do down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So let me listen to this one.
To be able to change a child's life, to be able to bring back that confidence.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here again from Marty Music. Thanks for subscribing right here. Checking out my brand new website, martymusic.com. Tons of new stuff on the way. So thank you so much for the continued support. This is the second video in the little mini series on beginner strumming patterns that are very useful for you. Want to get that natural rhythm feeling with our strumming hand and not get too distracted with the chord. So in this one, this pattern, you're going to play along with me again. And I've got more patterns, so check them out. They all were released at the same time here. And I'm also going to leave a link for my Easy Acoustic Song playlist of YouTube videos. At the end of this video, check for that as well. So this pattern sounds like this. So it's a down, up, down. So I'll do it and then you do it. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Come out, they all were released at the same time here. And I'm also going to leave a link for my Easy Acoustic Song playlist of YouTube videos. At the end of this video, check for that as well. So this pattern sounds like this. So it's a down, up, down. So I'll do it and then you do it. Down, up, down, 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 down, up, down. So it's a down, up, down. So I'll do it and then you do it. Down, up, down. So then we add to it, and it's going to be 3 up strums. So down, up, down, up, 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 down, up. Down, up, down, up, 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 down, up. So like there's 2 ups and then up, down, up. So watch again. Up, down, up. Up, up, down, up. And it over again. So we put it all together. Down, up, down, up, 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 down, up. With me.
Don't mind me, I'm learning.
And there's different ways to hold the pick, but right now, if you look at me holding the pick here, it's not that easy to see, but it's almost like an extension of my index finger nail. So if I pointed it out like that, I might tilt it to my left a little bit and pinch it down. Okay, here we go again. So if that was super easy for you, let's keep going.
Terrible.
And
for me.
Also, I recommend you sharing these videos with other beginners because this is very much one of the first obstacles to get through is that natural feeling of rhythm. So let's take a G chord, 3rd fret on the E, 2nd fret on the A. And then for right now, we'll do ring finger if you can on the 3rd fret of the high E. We'll do the pattern with that G major chord. All right, so let's do it together. Here we go. Now what we're going to do is we'll do 2 of those rhythm patterns on the G chord.
Download Jovo app, order anything you want and dance away.
Whenever there is a problem with the supply of fuel in the world, the people on the
And then 2 of the rhythm patterns on a C chord, which G and C go together all the time in songs. And what I recommend you do,
Oops.
I've seen a lot of
My
beginners. when they
phone
start
is
trying to
running
play
out
the C
of
chord,
power.
They start by kind of targeting their index finger on the first fret of the B
My
string.
phone is running
And
out of
You'll
power.
get the chord down a lot faster if you target your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string first. That's your target. I mean, eventually the whole chord will form, but if you start with that, it gets your hand
Sorry,
in the proper shape.
had to
much
connect
quicker
my
than this
phone
one, which
to
your
my
hand can be
power
sticking
and
out
I
here,
some more.
you have to bring it in. We're going to
And
do 2
now
rhythm
it's
patterns on
charging.
G and then 2 rhythm patterns on C. And we're going to do that, and I want you to play along with me. And if you get lost, just go right back to the rhythm. This is all about rhythm right now. So just go right back to your right hand if you get lost, and then try and pick this up again. So let's start with the G chord. Here we go. 2 patterns on G, 2 patterns on C.
Wait, what? Whoa,
Here we go.
what? I lost you, my nigga.
And then have to bring it in. So we're going to do 2.
Kusema
You'll get the chord
kweli
down a lot
bado
faster if you target
nakuwaza.
your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string first. That's your target. I mean, eventually the whole chord will form, but if you start with that, it gets your hand in the proper shape much quicker than this one, which your hand could be sticking out here and then have to bring it in. So we're going to do 2 rhythm patterns on G and then 2 rhythm patterns on C, and we're going to do that, and I want you to play along with me. And if you get lost, just go right back to the rhythm. All about rhythm right now. So just go right back to your right hand and try and pick this up again. So let's start with the G chord,
Kusema kweli
2
bado
patterns on G, 2
nakuwaza.
patterns on C.
And on that daily bado
go.
nakutaka. Sorry, man, I completely lost you.
First. That's your target. I mean, eventually the whole chord will form, but if you start with that, it gets your hand in the proper shape much quicker than this one, which your hand could be sticking out here and then have to bring. I've seen a lot of beginners when they start trying to play the C chord, they So if that was easy for you, now what we're going to do is we'll do 2 of those rhythm patterns on the G chord and then 2 of the rhythm patterns on a C chord, which G and C go together all the time in songs. And what I recommend you do, I've seen a lot of beginners when they start trying to play the C chord, they start by kind of targeting their index finger on the 1st fret of the B string, and you'll get the chord down a lot faster if you target your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string first. That's your target. I mean, eventually the whole chord will form, but if you start with that, it gets your hand in the proper shape much quicker than this one, which your hand could be sticking out here and then have to bring it in. So we're gonna do 2 rhythm patterns on G and then 2 rhythm patterns on C. And we're gonna do that, and I want you to play along with me. And if you get lost, just go right back to the rhythm. This is all about rhythm right now. So just go right back to your right hand if you get lost, and then try and pick this up again. So let's start with the G chord. Here we go. 2 patterns on G, 2 patterns on C. Here we go.
Terrible. Rhythm pattern number 2. Thanks
Terrible.
Again
for hanging out here at Party Music.
Terrible.
Be sure to check the next
But
video for rhythm pattern number 3.
At least
And also
I
at the
learned
end of this
one
video,
pattern.
a little end plate there. You'll have a link right to my easy music songs, so you can, have some fun playing some real songs.
Yeah, that's enough for
Party Music. Here I am.
That is enough
And
for
thanks
today.
again. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Yeah, that's me, TikTok and stream. Bye.